welcome to the 10 and 10 podcast. I'm your host, Joseph James, and today I am here with the CEO and founder of CGX Virtual Solutions, Crystal Gonzalez. Crystal, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. So, funny thing is that you and I actually already know each other because I'm going to be one of your clients.
That's right.
Which is amazing. But before we started, we were just chatting a bit, and there's a couple of misnomers about what a virtual assistant is and what it isn't. Mm-hmm. So I thought when I first met you that you were just utilizing AI to fill in the gaps for people that needed marketing assistance. That is not true, though.
That's correct. We are definitely not doing that. We are actually using real humans, real assistants behind the scenes that are helping businesses out.
Yeah, and you do so much more than just like virtual staffing. You have the ability to provide tremendous amount of marketing services as well, and working with CRMs and working in multilingual situations. Tell me, aside from what I just said, what is it that makes CGX different than other virtual companies?
So what sets us apart from other companies is that we're really not just giving you an assistant or a virtual remote assistant and handing them off for you to take care of. We're actually helping you along the way. That includes with the interview process for business owners that are new in business or don't understand an interview process. We're helping them, coaching them along how to interview. We're also alongside you as you bring the assistant into your team. We're learning what your processes are and teaching the assistant how they can help optimize and create a systematic process in your company to be able to optimize how you're doing things. So aside from that, we monitor the assistants, so we know what the assistant is up to at all times. We're making sure that they're accountable. And we're really there alongside to coach you along and teach you how to delegate tasks, because a lot of business owners are confused on what they can delegate. And so I come in and I help business owners and walk alongside them to kind of show them what they need to get off their plate and what we can help them to be able to delegate.
I think that was really the biggest selling point for me, because I just assumed, okay, it's not AI, it's a real person. Well, shoot, now I got, it's hard enough to have an employee that I hire that I'm watching over to make sure they're not slipping off to take too many smoke breaks or, slacking off. They're just sandbagging and running the clock down. Like these are the problems that business owners face when it comes to employees. But with CGX doing it, I mean, you're basically almost the in-house HR company that's handling the hiring, the training, and the monitoring.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing. And we're also ensuring that the assistant is working on your time. A lot of business owners don't even know when their assistant should work or how to even bring them into their company. So we're actually making recommendations based on when your high peak hours are, when the assistant's going to be better use to you. And they're working on your hours. They're not working 16 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So that's a real benefit for business owners as well.
So that kind of begs the question, why does a company need to hire regular people?
They're saving so much by hiring virtual assistants and working through us. We're really helping them to reduce those overhead costs, especially new business owners that are on a really shoestring budget. They really need to be able to get staff in. They easily can get very overwhelmed, and then the business isn't growing. They've stunted their own growth. And so what our goal is to really get a virtual assistant in as quick as possible and really try to help build those systems out so that the business owner has everything in place. So when the true growth is really coming in, everything is handled and taken care of, and customer service is good, and they're really ready to expand, because each position in a company needs to have like a position description. Each employee needs to have like their set of duties and what they're in charge of. And so we're helping business owners not only learn how to delegate, but we're also teaching them how to put in the SOPs, or the standard operating procedures, so that if that assistant at some time leaves the job, easily we can bring another assistant in and hand off the tasks, and they'll have a guidebook or a desk manual to follow.
Yeah, I was really blown away by just going through your onboarding presentation, and there was so much I didn't know about it. What type of businesses are the best fit for hiring CGX?
We do really good in the home services business, businesses that are working from home, business owners that, for example, in the home services business, business owners are good at in their trade. That's why they open up their business. They work for someone and they want to go do this themselves. What they're not good at is at the administrative work.
Oh,
so they probably don't know computers very well. They know their trade. And so we can really come in and really help get them a step above, what they are, and really help keep everything on the back end really running. But that's not the only type of company we have. We help lawyers, we help insurance brokers, we help really any company out there that really needs some assistance, and we find and source the assistance per the skill that the business needs. So in the entire onboarding process, like you went through, we actually are going to go through and find out what skills do you need, or what do you need your assistant to do, and we're going to try to find the best fit, the best match for you.
See, I think what was so interesting is when you were asking me that question, I didn't even know. I know I need help. I don't even know what that help looks like.
Yeah.
And to have you be able to really take the time to understand my industry, my business, and really kind of be like, well, what if you had this? What would your business look like if you had this type of assistant, this type of person doing this? And I didn't have to do the oversight on that person. That was it for me. I was in. Like that, I was sold. How did you come up with the idea of doing this?
Oh dear. So I started my first business back in 2009, and I was a mom. I had 5 kids, and I had a husband at the time that was sick, and I needed health insurance. So I ended up picking up a second job aside from my business. So I hired a virtual assistant to help keep things running while I was working my other job. And that was back when it was dinosaur computer, there was no cloud. So I had to have them remote into my desktop computer and have my printer plugged into the side of the computer so that they could do printing for me. And I really found really great ways to be able to use my assistant because I was really thinking outside the box. And I was able to really do a lot and keep my business running while I had another job. And I wanted to be able to really help business owners be able to have that same benefit.
Yeah.
And I knew that they didn't understand, but I had been through it. I had done it. And that was a dream I had, is one day I want to open up a VA agency where I can help business owners get off the ground and really be able to grow their businesses.
Now, a little birdie told me that you are not just a great business owner and starter and CEO, but you actually get into the technical stuff. You built a computer and a gaming system?
Well, yeah. When I was 10 years old, I built my own computer software program. It was like a little game. I coded it. Took me about a month to do. And at 16, I had already built my own first computer. I just built another one earlier this year. But I started out young. I love tech. I love software. I love being in the tech field. I'm very techy.
So that has to be invaluable when it comes to helping to understand the systems and processes that businesses need, because not only do you know them, but you can build them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've helped train my team on being able to understand how to run things, how to run the software, how to build the software and develop it. We're always coming up with really creative ideas as a team to really help optimize those processes and create systems for the business owner using the latest tech.
Can you give me a couple of examples of success stories of where virtual assistants were able to come in and maybe save a business?
Oh, I have so many. But I'll give you an example of a business owner in construction, a general contractor, had been running his business for 25 years. The mom did the books and didn't have any other assistant. And the processes were just a mess. Everything was, it was really a mess. And I was able to go in and really get him started with a VA, and now the business owner doesn't have to sit on hold all the time waiting for the city permits to go through.
Wow.
Like, the assistant is helping with making sure bills are paid and the money on the invoices is collected. They really help answering the customer's questions and being there for the customer, following up on the emails, calendar management. I mean, just a ton of stuff that a project manager would need to help with, and the assistant is essentially doing those things for the business owner. And it's just made a tremendous difference. He was just able to take a 1-week vacation out of the country and had never been able to stay that long away from his business. So
yeah, no,
super
totally understand.
proud of that. There's another company that I'll tell you that, earlier this year contacted us and wanted an assistant. We found him an assistant with a master's degree in business administration and a bachelor's in marketing. And about 3 months after we placed that assistant, they came to us for a CFO. And we were able to place a CFO with the company as well.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's been really wonderful. They're so appreciative, and I'm just seeing great success. But I have a lot of success stories for sure.
That is so much more than I think people, at least if I'm people, had any idea. And then, so yeah, able to do high level stuff like that. But what about the guy like me that's like, I don't even know what I need?
Yeah.
How do you help them?
So that's why we start with the onboarding process, where I'm really going through a questionnaire with you to figure out what it is that you need. I'm asking you kind of in the questionnaire, kind of, when do you think you want your assistant to work? When do you want them available? What type of tasks do you want to assign them? You don't need to know everything, because that's the whole onboarding process we do. In the meeting with me, I'll go through more and try to pick things out of your head. And if I have to, I'll even assign you like a workbook where you can go in and kind of keep track of what you're doing throughout the month or throughout a week or two. And I'll be able to pull tasks off there and say, okay, these are things you're going to start delegating. So I'm really there coaching alongside you and helping you to be able to learn what to do with the assistant.
That's amazing. Learning about virtual assistants that is not AI is absolutely fascinating and so exciting, because it really breathes new life into being a business owner, especially a small business owner.
Absolutely, it does.
If you feel that way as well and you want to get in touch with Crystal and CGX Virtual Assistants, how do they do so?
They can reach out to us by email at sales@cgxvirtualsolutions.com. Go to our website at cgxvirtualsolutions.com, or you can call us at 1-866-890-0102.
Well, Crystal, thank you so much for being here. I love having these conversations with you. I can't wait to get started with you. And if you are anything like me, trust me, take my word on it, you want to at least do yourself the honor of scheduling just a fact-finding introductory call. I think you're going to be shocked at what Crystal's able to do for you.